Hey everyone, it's Joe, the 50 something Dasher, and I know I said yesterday I probably wasn't gonna shoot a video today, but I couldn't help it. I had to talk about this shipped order and also a couple of the other orders that I did today. So wanted to shoot a quick video here and talk about these things. Sorry about the mess behind me, but that's why I want to try to make this video brief because we're gonna put away like all this Christmas stuff today. So anyway, I woke up early, logged in early. You see here this first timestamp, 5:42 in the morning. Got an order, got an order right away after logging in. This 950 6.7 mile Tim Hortons. So went ahead and took it, and pretty straightforward. And that delivered at just 20 minutes later. I had that delivered, and you see that right after I dropped it off, the customer added $2. So $11.50 at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm off to a quick start here and let's rock and roll and let's make the money early. And then I died. And then for the next like hour and a half, 2 hours, everything just like died on me. So when when I first logged in, it was my zone was showing red and busy, and I got this order right away and was ready for okay, let's keep them coming. It's are we busy or aren't we? No, we're not busy. Okay. Um, so that was at 6:02. I make my way back to Meyer parking lot, and then basically I just sat there. So a few minutes later, at 6:22, I see this shipped order, main subject of the video today. $19.80. The mileage wasn't too bad. I think this customer was about, I want to say like 8 miles east of me. But 73 items. So I was like, no, I mean, I hopefully I should be able to get something else. But I didn't. Okay, so this is it. Let's keep this down here. This is at 6:22. Um, I wanted to take a look at the where this was going, so I kind of clicked on it, looked at the details. You see it's going out east, but not too far. It's like South Columbus, so not bad. Um, and here I took this screenshot to show the how. Okay, so 73 items, but how many different things to shop for? 70 different items to shop for. So this isn't looking too good. Um, and so I'm waiting for other offers to come in. I get this Walmart order 943 10 miles. I don't think so. And another problem with this is I'm pretty sure that they don't start giving out orders until 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm guaranteed to this only going to take me like what 10 minutes to get to Walmart from that location. I'm guaranteed to sit there 10 minutes at the minimum before getting this order, so I skipped it. That was a decline. And then, like 5 minutes later, you see here they added, like a little bit less than $3 to it. But it still was. I didn't think was. Uh, I still wasn't interested. I was sitting in the Meyer parking lot, so let's get like a Meyer shopping order, is what I was kind of hoping for. Um, but yeah, $12, 10 miles going out to that, South Columbus area. This just, uh, I didn't like this order. And then this customer verification. So was this going to have like alcohol in it or something? So I didn't like this order. Okay, 6:46. So 24 minutes later, this offer is still here on Shipt, and they've added $1 to it. So now it's $20.80. But I'm thinking, this have to be like at least $30 before I would do it. Um, and then here I wanted to take that earlier screenshot 20 minutes prior. I just was taking a look at the how many total items to shop for. Now I was a little bit more curious, and now kind of scrolling through the whole list, and seeing a couple red flags here. Red flag number one, and let's go ahead and circle it here. I guess I can't do it when I'm. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and circle it here, folks. Big, all in red, huge red flag right there. Uh, Meat from the deli counter. So I've only had to do this like a couple times before, and I mean, I don't know. It's I guess it's not too bad, but it just depends. There could be a line there at the deli counter. You all know how it is with that's just risky as heck. So there was red flag number one. Then like all this produce, that was another thing I didn't like. These sweet peppers, uh, it looks like that in that picture. That's in a container. I don't remember seeing this before. That might have been tricky. I did, apples. Apples is always tricky. I don't know why, but if you get on to order apples on one of these apps, there's probably like 15 different kinds of apples you can choose from. But like in actuality, inside a store, you go up to where the apples are, and usually I only ever see like three different kinds. So yeah, I didn't like this. And then I saw the word right here. Let's go ahead and circle this too. Let's go ahead and circle this right here. Special requests. No thanks. Meyer whole chicken breast tenderloins by special request. No. You're going to have to pay me more than $20.80. Then I'm still, of course, getting other offers here. 647, I get this 8-item Meyer going 9 miles to near downtown. Look at this down here. Restricted items. I'll need to scan an ID. Not messing with this for $8. And I'm still, I dropped. Okay, now we're closing in on an hour since that last drop off. 5 minutes later, 6:52, they added like $3 more. The shipped order's still there at 6:52, half hour after I first seen it. It's still there now at 24.80. Get a Meyer order, 4 things to shop for, 3 miles, seven. It's only paying $7, so decline on this. But I don't know, the way things were going, I probably should have took this order. 657, it's still there now. Added a couple more dollars now at 26.80. And I'm thinking here that, well, let's see what it gets up to like at 7 o'clock. And if it's like, $30 or whatever, I've been sitting here for an hour. I think I'll go ahead and take it at 30. So let's see. Okay, next screenshot, boom, 7 o'clock, actually like 6:59. I saw that it would, now it's 29.80, $30. I've been sitting an hour. I haven't done anything. So I'll go ahead and take it. Okay. So, but I still wanted to wait until like the clock turns 7. And here you see the screenshot, and just to see if maybe another dollar or something would have been added. And then so I hit the button right there. You see claim order. I hit it, and next screenshot. Unable to claim the offer. This order is out of date. Please refresh your offers before attempting to claim again. So I guess I had to, now I know, learning experience on something like that. If the time in this case said 7 to 8, the latest you can claim it is 6:59. So had I not waited those extra seconds for the clock to turn to 7, had I clicked on it then, I would have had it. So now I know. But it took a few minutes for it to, I just assumed that it would just almost immediately would pop back in there with a new delivery time, but it actually took about 5 minutes. So here you see 6 minutes later, the next screenshot, here it is again with the new delivery time window 8 to 9, but now they've taken it back down to 1980. So that $10 that they added to it, now they completely removed the order altogether, put it back on there 6 minutes later at the original 1980. And now at this point, I'm pretty much done with it, you know. Um, but it still hasn't been claimed, and we're closing in on a full hour from when I first saw it. um, Here's a low ball Uber offer, 359, 9 miles Starbucks, decline. It's at 719. Another one. Then they added a few cents to it. Now it's $4. Still not worth it. Uh, Now we're at like practically an hour and a half. I haven't done anything. Um, $6, 12 mile. You might as well say 13 mile Wendy's. Not doing that. Uh, $4, 6.5 mile TJs. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? What's with these low ball, low tip orders on this Sunday morning? What the heck? Okay, now we're past 7:30. 7:38. The Shipt order is still there. They've added the first dollar to it. It's $20.80. So this is now an hour and 16 minutes from when I first saw it. Still hadn't been claimed. And then no, I didn't take this. I don't think. What's the next screenshot? No, I didn't take 1450. That going to South Columbus. I know it's only 4 items, but this was a decline. 745. Or wait a minute. No, yeah, I declined that DoorDash. Um, so I went ahead and took this. Okay, so 7:45. So basically an hour and 45 minutes after my last delivery, and I had come home by this point. I actually, it was probably about like 7:25 or whatever, soon after whatever time was on that last screenshot. Then right after that, I got too bored sitting in the parking lots. I came home. I went to the bathroom, walked the dog, and I was just about to come back in with him when I got this offer, and he was still wanting to mess around out there. I had to practically, I accepted this Starbucks order and had to drag him back inside. Speaking of Starbucks, if they ever get rid of chai tea, then they've lost me as a customer, because this is the only thing I can get there from Starbucks is chai tea. I don't like anything else they have. Um, so I went ahead and took this. Um, that's at 7:45, and then and then I get an add-on, and so it's 7:51. I had not got to the trying to think. Yeah, I hadn't got to the Starbucks yet. I was on Hoover about to make the a turn to go towards the Starbucks when I got this add-on for $6.98 more, just adding not even 3 miles from McDonald's. So good add-on here. So I accept this. I go to the Starbucks and pick that up. Here we go again with another meet at the door, and then customer note says to leave it at the door. So I had to, screenshot this. And you see at the top of the screen here, pin required. So they better message me this pin number, or else I can't just leave it at the door like the instructions. And also this delivered here to my complex that I live in. So I came home for this delivery after picking up the McDonald's, picked up the Starbucks, picked up the McDonald's, then went to deliver the Starbucks. And just as I was pulling into the customers in front of their garage, the message comes across with the PIN number. So, see, and thank you very much to, a big thanks goes out to that customer. I talked about this, what was it, yesterday or the day before? It's so much appreciated. The customers that like track these orders. This customer would place the order, was home to receive the order, and not only that, but was tracking me and where I was at. Okay, when this dasher gets right up to my door, I'm going to send this message with the pin. And she was on top of it and sent me that pin number and made things easy for me. Thank you very much. Like I said before, sorry to get on this rant again, but I don't get it. What these unresponsive customers that know you're working on an order for them, and they can't have their phones next to them to see any kind of message come through and respond to it. I don't get it. So it's very much appreciated when I get customers like this Starbucks customer. Thank you. um, and then I don't have a screenshot of the after the delivery for the McDonald's. But then one other thing, I went to check the after I dropped off the McDonald's, I went to check the for that shipped order again, and it was gone by that point. So the original, let's close these out. The original timestamp was um 6:22 the very first time I saw it, and sometime between, I don't know, I'm guessing like 8 to 8:15 is when somebody finally took it, like close to 2 hours before somebody took that order. Crazy. So I went ahead and took this 1250, 11 miles, only 3 items to shop, and I didn't screenshot the items, but it was two of the small cans of wet cat food and one bag of dry cat food. So pretty easy. Uh, Go to deliver that at 8:48. So this is a half hour start to finish, and made 12.50. And there's my tip on that. So there's the tip. Thank you very much. Um, what can I say? I had problems with the wet cat food. They wanted like the fancy feast. I think it was the salmon pate. And I'm looking there, there's 100 different kinds of fancy feast cat food, and I'm looking every shelf left to right, because for whatever reason, yesterday the Meyer orders was giving me exact shelf locations, the section and the actual location, but today, on most of the items anyway, it was only giving me the section, the aisle and the section, but not the last number, the shelf location. I don't know why. Weird. So I had to scan through all the different cat foods. Couldn't find it. Scanned one of the substitutes. I couldn't scan that. Then there was an option, just any wet cat food of that brand. And so I scanned this. What was it? It was cod, cod something and salmon or something, fancy feast, and it was a pate. But I tell you what, it's a good thing that DoorDash has it set up the way it is, that you don't see that you're going to get no tip until the very after you've delivered it and closed it out and everything. So I have no idea if this is, for all I knew, this could have been $12.50. It could have been $2 from DoorDash and a $10.50 tip. I have no idea. And then I tell you what, if there's no way that they could make it to where you could see the tip amount before accepting an order, because a lot of dashers just wouldn't take the orders, number one, or they might take it and see, if I knew that this was a zero tip, I wouldn't have substituted with what I got. You wanted the fancy feast salmon pate. Well, guess what, you zero tipper? I tell you what I would have gotten you instead. I would have got you the Meyer brand catfish, and I would have got like chicken or beef or something stupid as a substitute. I wouldn't have got the cod, whitefish, salmon, fancy feast pate. No, you zero tipper. You're getting the Meyer brand. So, like I said, it's a good thing DoorDash doesn't do that. Is and other dashers would be doing worse crap than what I would do. I'll tell you that right now. $6 mile and a half giant eagle, but this, I talked about it before, that I under $5 I won't do a shopping order at all, and this is low too. I mean, $6. I know it's three items. Now this is I took this screenshot last. I actually had time, and I was at a traffic light. I talked about yesterday that order that I didn't have time to look at the list. Well, this one I did. So here's the list. I was able to click on this. Here's your three items, and I was like, no, thank you. The donuts, that could be tricky. I don't know if it's would. Sorry about the dog. I don't know if that would be pre-packaged or if I have to pick out the donuts, but not messing with that. And Giant Eagle bread department is tricky a lot of times. They've got like two or three different areas in the store where there's bread, and I always have trouble with bread, bagels, rolls, stuff like that at Giant Eagle. So this this was a red hot decline that almost like put a third degree burn on my hand when I declined it. That's how hot this was. I went ahead and took this 1225 7 Mile Mile, 8 items. Heck yeah. So here's your 8 items. Um, I noticed I had a bottle of peroxide, and then you got the baby stuff and the groceries. That's all on the other side of the store. So I had to go to the bathroom. So I parked GM side, got the peroxide, started heading over towards the other side of the store. When next screenshot, the customer added another bottle of alcohol. And I was just there to buy the one bottle. Now they add an, but no big deal because I parked on that side. I was gonna have to go back to that side anyway, so that it really wasn't a big deal. So um, that was at 9/11, and then as I'm in the middle of shopping this, I get a an add-on, 13.92, adding an additional 9.6 miles, 14 items. Kind of sort of raunchy, especially having to go out east, but I went ahead and took it because I'm already inside the store. And it's just 14 items. Shouldn't take too long to do this. Um, so I went ahead and took it. And I don't have a screenshot of any of customer B's items. It's funny, one of the things they got was a 24 pack of Pepsi. So that's what I used in my shopping cart to separate the orders. So I had customer B on the outside of the 24 pack. And then I actually had 3 orders. I had customer A and B, and then one item for myself, which was this right here. I took a picture of it. Couple weeks ago, I was buying Cheez-Its for a customer, and I seen these on the shelf. Or actually, no, I think my customer ordered these. And I was like, damn, this sounds good. Hot, I never heard of this. Hot and spicy Cheez-Its. This sounds good. And one of these 2 customers had Cheez-Its. So when I went over there, I looked to see if, they had the hot and spicy, and they did. And so I got this for myself, and I haven't opened it yet, but a little bit later on when I watch some of the football games today, I'll snack on these. Um, and I forgot that Uber was turned on. I was trying to, work on these DoorDash. I completely forgot Uber was turned on. So no matter what they sent me, I wasn't going to take $8, 14 mile tropical smoothie, decline, $5 Starbucks. This I maybe possibly could have done this if I wasn't on those other orders. So I delivered the 2 orders at 9:47. So there you see 750 from DoorDash, and then or no, that's just like the first order. So 1250 on that one, and then the other one 13.92. So like $26 and something for the 2 orders. Um, I went ahead and took this. This was like my last order, and so 2 orders, 11 items. 9.6 miles, and it's all taking place in zone. So yeah, this we'll go ahead and do this. I'll make this my last one. Um, Customer A, look at this. This was kind of interesting. There's only 4 things to shop for. What was the item count again? 11 items, but only 4 things to shop. Customer A is like 3 bags of one kind of salad, 3 bags of another, and then 4 heads of lettuce. And I told my wife, I was like, do you think maybe this is delivering to a business or something? And she thought so too, but no, this delivered to an apartment. Oh, I don't know what I don't know what this person was doing with a whole shopping cart full of lettuce and salad, but who knows? Um, and then so customer B was just one item, a sheet set, and which I was a little bit worried about. I was like, I don't know. But I went right to this aisle and section number. I scanned the wrong side. I think I scanned a twin or some different size of it, and then looked and saw the full, scanned it, and boom, that is easy. All of these things were easy, and then after I shopped this, actually, it was funny because three separate Meyer trips, I bought something for myself like each time. You saw the Cheez-Its. One of the orders before that, I bought a thing of distilled water. And this was a triple shop too because my wife wanted some coffee creamer. So again, I'm checking out with a triple order. um, and then finished delivering those at 10:58. So in 40 minutes, I made 16.50. Pretty good. And you see the lettuce customer. There it is right there. There's my tip on that. $1. Appreciate it. Enjoy your lettuce. I don't know. I know this is kind of mean to say, but I actually hope that some of that lettuce was brown. Um, but anyway, close these out. Ended the dash. There you see the $66.92 on 6 deliveries. And then I did, of course, the 2 Uber deliveries. Did receive the offers that you saw. I did receive those full tip amounts. And so that ended up being $13.98 for the 2 Uber orders. So you might as well say $80 is what I made today. And then anyway, that's it for the dash today. We'll do this all again tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. As always, be sure to drive safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.